Okay, cool. Can you hear that?
Yes.
All right.
The endings, and by diving into all of the symbolism, the dark truth is revealed. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, the show that's flocked to this new game as soon as it found out it
Let me know if you need me to
existed.
pause it to talk about anything.
Why? Because this game is made by the same studio behind the first two Little Nightmares games, Tarsia. And when this game released a few weeks ago, people were not disappointed by this thriller co-op game. It's essentially the spiritual successor
Sorry, my cat. My cat is
Little Nightmares
clawing me.
Oh, snap. I'm trying to cut out some water here. Almost spilled some. I'm gonna play that back.
3 ended up being. But just like the Little Nightmares games, there is danger, suspense, and of course, lore. With barely any lines of dialogue and a lot of clues hidden from plain sight, the game's story is a mystery from beginning to end. Who are these kids? What happened to them? And why, oh why am I being chased by a giant demon pelican? The DLC is said to reveal more of the story, but the first chapter isn't releasing until July. But fear not, friends, because the game we currently have actually gives us everything we need to figure out the true story behind Reanimal, and the dark secret these children are hiding. So put on your creepy collectible masks, theorists,
Good,
as
no
we travel
spoilers.
through the hellish nightmare of Reanimal. The game starts out looking up from a well, with 4 silhouettes looking in. As the 5th appears, the screen turns red, and it cuts to one of our playable characters in a boat. He's wearing a bag on his head with a rope tied around his neck. As he moves through the vast space of the water, the boy stops and finds a body in the water. He pulls the body in, and as she comes to, she attacks the boy, trying to strangle him. They break up a fight and talk.
I thought you were dead. Where are the others? Don't know.
Sounds like we have our objective for the game. And so we do just that, slowly finding our friends Hood, Bandage, and Bucket. Bet you can guess where they got those names from. I mean, our main characters are literally called the boy and the girl, so maybe those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. As we go about finding them, we explore more and more of this weird and mysterious world. We witness suits of human flesh come to life. A man who wears said skin suits and can apparently teleport through dead bodies. Okay, but as we escape from this horrifying man, we fall off a cliff and suddenly we're looking inside the well once again, with a dead lamb at the bottom that begins to contort and the screen once again goes red. Turns out this appears to be a vision from the girl. She regains consciousness and so our journey continues. Now across a flooded city full of sea mines, a demon pelican, and a giant pig. After finding our friend amongst all of this, we sit at a bus stop and have another conversation.
Do you know why we're here? No idea.
Suddenly, the girl begins convulsing. The screen turns red, and we once again see the lamb at the bottom of the well, which grows into a fully grown sheep. But no time to worry about that, because the school bus is here. Maybe the next part will be more friendly. It won't. We arrive at a large building.
Always hated that place.
According to the website, these guys are orphans. So, what we're looking at is the orphanage where they met. Here we find a bunch of candles and statues lying around, some strange dust children, and a giant human spider. Because spiders weren't creepy enough already. Ugh. Of course, we defeat it, the gang climb into a military truck, and we have another conversation. You know where this is going, right? Girl gags, screen goes red. Oh look, here's the sheep, except it's got humanoid limbs now. And it's quite big, and it's trying to climb out of the well. More strange creatures await us on the other side, like this giant horse skeleton and a giant whale missing an eye. We solve the puzzles, reap the rewards of our actions.
Not anymore.
The girl has yet another vision, but this time, as the screen turns red, the girl becomes unable to stand. We see the sheep climbing out of the well, and as it does, a sheep climbs out of the girl's mouth. Better out than in, I guess?
Yeah, that was weird.
Well, for her at least. The sheep violently chases down the children through the trenches and worn-torn buildings, picking them off one by one, growing larger each time it does. Finally, it eats the girl. But this isn't the end. Oh no. Once we are inside, we see 4 orphans cut their hands onto an object. The girl hears her friends call to her as they enter a shed. The girl finds a circle of rabbits drawn on the floor with a dead rabbit to the side. Then the shed door is shut and she is knocked unconscious. We then see the 4 orphans dragging the girl in a body bag towards the well. Sheep standing on their hind legs approach the children and cry out as everything turns red. The 4 look down the well like they did at the start of the game, now with the girl at the bottom. Suddenly, she is lifted up and is reanimated before cutting to credits. The game ends on an image of the well as water rises up to the surface, bringing the girl's body with it. Okay, so what the actual heck is going on? We've got sheep with human arms eating children, a world covered in water, and the worst case of orphan bullying I've ever seen. It's very Tasia, which means it clearly means something. You just have to stop and think about it for a moment to figure it out. One thing we see all over this game is rabbits. The girl wears a rabbit mask. There are images of rabbits running in circles. There are rabbit altars and a literal dead rabbit at the end. Now, that might seem like nothing. The game is literally called Re-Animal. There's gonna be some animals in it. But for it to be showing up this much, it has to mean something important, especially given Tasia's focus on nightmares in previous games, as well as the Steam page for Re-Animal talking about how the design of the characters in the world are based on or symbolic of these children's troubled pasts. So, what does the rabbit mean symbolically? Well, of course you have classic examples of fertility or it being a symbol of good luck, but as I dug through the many websites talking about the different meanings, one of them caught my eye. The idea that rabbits or hares are actually a symbol of bad luck. This comes from historic folklore, so of course I was drawn into it. You guys know how much I love to talk about that stuff. Tasia are a Swedish company, and in Nordic folklore, an all-white hare was thought to be a transformed witch, so seeing one meant you had an evil sorceress in your midst. Weirdly, Celtic folklore is actually very similar, just with one slight change. Instead of just bad luck, they believed a hare brought death, and if one crossed your path, you were doomed. This was considered to be even worse if you were in the midst of a war. The Celtic leader, Boudica, before going into battle with the Roman Empire, released a hare which walked directly towards the Roman army, an omen that said this path leads to death. And during this game, what is it we witness? A war. There are trenches, soldiers' helmets, and tanks. They even used Queen Elizabeth's address to the evacuees during World War II, back when she was just Princess Elizabeth.
To you living in new
wow.
This, along with the kids' accents, not only places our game somewhere in the UK, but ties us into the Celtic understanding of this symbol. This is a world at war. These kids are children of war, children who were evacuated from major cities to protect them. So to see rabbits everywhere in this setting, we're being shown that things are pretty bad. Which brings us to one of our lead characters, the girl. She is wearing a rabbit mask. She cuddles the dead rabbit during the ending, and if you find her coffin during the game, we see the spirit of a rabbit running out of it. The girl is symbolically the rabbit of this world. She is the bad omen plaguing this place, at least in the eyes of her friends. They believe it's because of her that this war is happening and why they are suffering. So they did what they felt they needed to. They wrapped her up and threw her in a well to die. But throughout the game, we keep checking in on this well, and within it, we don't see a girl, we see a lamb. It jolts and twitches to life, much like she does at the end of the game. Clearly, these two things are once again linked. The game is a cycle, and this lamb is another representation of her. In multiple cultures like Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, lambs are a symbol of sacrifice. Historically, they were used as a way to atone for sins or to avoid certain death. Man, my media studies class is really coming in clutch today. This is how the girl is seen by the other orphans. She was the necessary sacrifice that was needed to be made to stop the war. By sacrificing her, the bad omen, it would stop everything and they could go back to their old lives. And if you think I'm just being convoluted for the sake of it, why would this girl be symbolized by two things? We literally see the narrative play out in the movie theater. If you stop and watch the whole thing rather than just carrying on to the next area like most people, we see a circle of 5 rabbits running around. The food
I should have watched it a few more times.
And then there's one dead rabbit, with 4 rabbits running around the dead one, followed by a lamb being killed. That's what this game is. These children are looking for a way out of their hardship, the rotting food, and see sacrificing the girl, the white hair, the bad omen, as the only way to end the curse of war. But why would they think that? I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've had a mystery voice and throat issue that's been plaguing me for 6 months now. We're still looking into it. I'll be fine. We'll figure it out. But my initial instinct wasn't to turn Santi into a living sacrifice. And these are just kids, too. Near the end of the game, we see them cutting themselves, which reads like a blood pact, but the object they bleed into tells us it's a little more than that. It seems to be some kind of sacrificial stone, a stone with a hole carved out of it that you would fill with water or blood when making sacrifices.
It's like a Karen stone.
All kinds of religions across the Americas and Europe, meaning this isn't just a blood pact to kill their friend, it's a blood oath for a religious sacrifice. This is not something that kids do on their own. They need to be told or influenced in some way to head down this path of destruction. And that is exactly what's going on. In the orphanage, I mentioned how there seem to be a lot of candles and sheep statues. It goes beyond just normal levels of enjoyment and is bordering on what I would consider cult level behavior. At the end of the game, once the orphans complete the ritual, they end up surrounded by bipedal sheep, a mindless flock just doing whatever they're told, which is also very symbolic of those who are members of a cult. They're literally sheeple who need to wake up. This is 100% a cult, and the orphanage is where the indoctrination happened, because hidden in one of the secret rooms there are candles surrounding a specific item, one that looks a lot like the sacrificial stone that the four use in their blood ritual. This is where the pact took place, in the orphanage before the events of the game. They were being brought into the cult, and after learning their teachings, believed that they needed to do something about the bad omen in order to end the war. So the orphans throw the girl into the well, and the last thing she sees is them looking down at her. However, there's more to this folklore than just seeing the white hair. As I've mentioned, it was considered a bad omen if you saw one. However, they believed the best course of action was to avoid it, because if you managed to harm or worse, kill this white hair, they believed it would bring a much more severe curse upon you and your land, exactly like what befell the orphans. I mentioned this earlier, but hidden throughout the game, you can find coffins of our characters, not just the girl and the boy, but all the characters. You see the shadow of the character showing us what happened to them after this sacrifice. Hood is shot, the boy is hanged, Bandage is dealt a deadly blow, and Bucket is beaten and pushed off a ledge. They killed the white rabbit and so brought upon themselves a worse fate than just the war. If this cult that had indoctrinated them knew about the rabbit omen, which led the kids to do what they did in the first place, the cult would also know the consequences of those actions. The kids may have been mindless sheep, just thinking they were doing the right thing, but now they had doomed them all. So maybe, in an attempt to save themselves, the cult killed the kids who killed the rabbit. Maybe then their world would be spared. But all the kids are alive. We're playing as them, so how could this be their death? Well, think about it. This world is full of nightmares, what look like exaggerated versions of the horrors these children witnessed. And there's a time loop happening where, at the end of the game, we see the waters rise out of the well, bringing the dead girl with it, only for the boy to then be floating on an ocean and find her floating in the water, and for her to be alive again, just like the boy and all of his friends.
I thought you were dead.
What we're seeing isn't the aftermath of their actions in the real world. It's the curse that they brought on themselves for killing the white rabbit. This is their hell. Look, I know. Everyone hates the whole, they were dead the whole time, it was all a dream shtick. Believe me, I do. It's why I really try and avoid using that as my big twist on this channel, because it can just be so unsatisfying. But in this case, it just works so well. If this is the afterlife, that's why we're seeing strange creatures chasing us, why the kids return to places from their memories like the orphanage, and why there's a bunch of wibbly wobbly timey-wimey shenanigans going on. Outside of the time loop element, we see World War II trenches in the middle of a city, but then also modern cars on the side of the road and modern washing machines, things that were not around at the same time. But it's because, as the Steam page tells us, these are fragments of the children's troubled past, representations of things and places they despise. Hence, they keep asking questions like, where are they and if they can get out?
I wish we could go back.
Yeah, me too, mate.
This is their torture, being forced to relive what they did. Plus, I mean, every advertisement for the game talks about going through hell, so they weren't exactly being subtle about this. I'm sure we could look at each of the monsters we face and unpack what they all represent to each child, but I'm running out of time here, so if enough of you hit that subscribe button, we'll be sure to cover it in a
Shut your
future
face.
video.
No, I'm just
I've
kidding.
already done some of the research, and let me tell you,
Probably am
it
already
is
subbed.
fascinating. I'm sure you'll want to see it. Even the sheep is part of their
I think I might have
eternal
unsubbed
curse.
when you left.
Yes,
I don't
it's a
know.
metaphor for the girl being the
Like, not out of
sacrificial
anger,
lamb,
just
but
'cause
then
I don't wanna
becomes
watch
this
them anymore.
massive monster and goes on a rampage.
Yeah, I
Why?
understand.
Because they aren't alone in the afterlife. The girl, the one they killed, is also in the afterlife with them. Notice how anytime one of the children talks to the girl, she convulses and the lamb in the well changes. It starts as dead, but eerily comes back to life, then rapidly grows. With more conversations between the group, the girl has more aggressive reactions and the lamb mutates, eventually climbing out of the well and subsequently out of the girl. And every time this happens, a red mist covers the screen, almost like she's literally seeing red. These conversations are bringing back the memories of what they did to her, and that makes her angry, causing the sacrificial lamb slam to grow and mutate into a monster that kills them off one by one horrifically, only to restart the cycle and force them to go through that suffering again and again. When the boy rescues the girl from the water, the moment she wakes up, she attacks him. Her first instinct is anger and revenge. When we find Hood, they say,
You came back. I knew you would.
Hood knew that revenge was coming their way for the actions they committed. Bucket is confused why the girl they killed would help them. And in that moment, the girl has her visions of anger. That's the answer to Bucket's question. This
oh yeah, you're right.
This curse is her revenge against them. She wants them to feel the anguish that she did. But in the end, the sheep consumes the girl as well. Her anger and hatred become out of control, and now she is consumed by it. And as the girl is inside the sheep beast, she is exploring the cause of that anger, the root issue. The moment she was lured into the shed, killed, and the cycle begins anew. She too is forced to relive the betrayal over and over again, to give them what they deserve, until she realizes they already got what they deserve. By finding the children's coffins, not only does the girl witness how each of the orphans died and suffered for what they did to her in their previous lives, it also unlocks the secret ending of Reanimal. In it, we see the girl at the bottom of the well, after the sacrifice. But instead of her becoming possessed by rage, humanoid creatures move close to her, each of them wearing white masks, similar to the girl's rabbit mask. Maybe they were other children who suffered the same fate. As they come to her body, they put their hands on her, and her body goes down into the water. In the regular ending, the girl is reanimated through rage and rises to the top of the well. But in this ending, when she saw what became of her killers, knowing the curse of the white hair got them, the anger dissipates. She is given peace, and she goes down into the water, allowing the cycle to end. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory! Thanks for watching.
World premiere on Game Theory.
Is Silk
Oh, chill out. Wow, okay. Well,
That was good. I think it
yeah.
was pretty accurate, I think.
Yeah, it hit a lot of the points that I wanted to know about too, about like any new game plus or any like secret ending. Usually a lot of these games do that kind of stuff. How do I close that out for you? There we go. That's one way to do it. You still there?
Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, I said that's one way to do it. Was there anything else you wanted to play or check on before we dip out? I'm gonna say on stream. I'm probably gonna talk about some other stuff and then play some Deadlock. I've been like fiending that game lately for some reason.
Cool. I might stick around.
Okay. I have a video. I wanted to watch something on debating as well. So if you stick around, I might watch that video too, because there's a term that I wanted to remember. I was talking to Frodo about that too. So yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit of Deadlock, and then I'll find that video and find that specific part. It won't be the whole video; it's too long, but I want to talk about that. I think it's useful.
Cool.
All right. I will see you later. GG's. That was fun. Oh, man, I'm so sad that was so short. I like the story though. I'm mad that I pick up on a lot of this stuff in the story, but I can't ever articulate. Like, I'm so terrible at articulating symbolism in things that I recognize in games or in movies and stuff. But I can explain the logic, but I don't think that I can usually piece together the symbolism of things, even though I sometimes will clock it. Now, when I'm streaming and gaming, a lot of times I miss certain things because I'm looking all over the place. And I've been trying to minimize doing that by having a set process in place. But, you know, that happens. For the most part, I caught most of the things happening here. I might have misinterpreted or like saw part of it and misunderstood. But for the most part, I think I was clocking a lot of the symbolism, but didn't really understand what all it was saying. And between me and Tech, I think we hit a lot of the points that were mentioned in the video, or were just like things that popped up. Where is my chat at? Let me make sure. Okay, there it goes. Pull that. I'm gonna put a clear chat command in there. But yeah, so I definitely enjoyed that game. Let me turn my other camera on for you real quick. There you go. Yeah, I want them to make more. I'm trying to be very cheap right now with buying games. So I'm gonna be playing a lot of what I already have. I did recently install Armored Core onto my own like gaming, like my family PC upstairs. I've been wanting to play that, but I don't really want to dedicate any stream time to that, and I don't want to like. I'll play it around my family because it's non-violent, right? I can kind of play it, kind of get my mechanics and everything. Let me update my stream here. I'm going to change it to deadlock. All right, you all can't judge me now, okay? My deadlock skills aren't that good. Oh shoot, what did I? Let me close that out. I'm so happy I did that. Oh, I totally closed it out. Bummer. Hey, sorry about that. My chat's not pulling up for some reason. My bad, y'all. Do you like brandy with blue? Do I like brandy with blueberry? I've totally misread that at first, and now I'm like excited. I don't know. Hey, Boshi, good to see you, man. Let me update my stream name real fast. I can. Can I update the name of this? Because I... No. No. Maybe I will keep the stream title. Hold on. I'll just change it to this for that. This for that, and that for this, and this, and that, and this. I think the skin snakes make... Ooh, yeah, share your thoughts too. Hold on, why is my chat not pulling up any of what I'm saying? What am I missing here? Oh, okay. It is. Okay. I think the skin snakes might represent soldiers of some level, empty husks, not human. I can see that. The hell trope is a little cliche, but I definitely explains certain dreamlike qualities of the world. One thing too, oh, I forgot to mention this, but I was thinking this earlier, is I just hate when everybody dies in the end. Typically that really just annoys me. It wasn't as bad in this game because you don't get a chance to really get to know these characters like that, but it's almost like your work felt like for naught. But thinking about it almost as a revenge story, more like from my character's perspective, right? Because you have a different perspective and I had a different perspective, which is actually really unique in terms of co-op games. There's not too many games like that. I can list a few, but there aren't a lot of games where like technically your character and my character, we could have very different emotional connections to because of what the story is saying about those characters. Let's go ahead and queue up here and then we'll see if we can get Great Talon. It doesn't always pick the character that you want. You pick a pool of characters. You can prioritize a few, but the game will ultimately choose who will stay and who will go. Who knows that reference? I don't want to say any more to spoil it. I do agree that the hell trope is cliche, but I don't think it's, as someone who's not a big film buff and or literature buff, I do know of a lot of the tropes, but I haven't been burnt out from that too much. I think that sort of stuff, it's like the Blair Witch effect, right? I think that's a movie that really, for me personally, it changed the way a lot of cinema had to do their movies, where the good guy lived in the end. And yes, I'm very cliche. I don't like the good guy winning in the end. I don't know. I don't watch movies to like, and this isn't actually a jab at you or anything like that, but I don't want to feel you like, I don't want to feel any sense of utility, I want to feel a sense of hope. Like I escape to media a lot of times for hope and or satisfaction. And so like when the characters die in the end, that's one thing. But then going back to my point, I really felt like it made it more satisfying that all the characters got theirs in the end. Even if I found out post everything, you know, through a YouTube video, essentially, right? Putting all the pieces together. And obviously that's some headcanon. That's not all official, but like I do see what points he's pointing to, and I can see what he's saying. All right, so we're gonna go with extra charge here. I'm not familiar with Spirit Sap. That's an active producer. Nah, I don't want to do that. I do have Great Talon. We'll get Mystic Slow. I'll do this for survivability. This isn't as fun, but it is very practical. And we will just max out the one. What up, team? I'm gonna be shooting high. High up in the skies. I mean,
Hello.
know what I mean? Know what I mean? I see you, Ord. Nah. Wait, technically, yes. Ah. Woo. No, I'm cooked. Infernus is one.
We need to regroup.
I do wish the deaths had been a little more climactic, a little bit more climactic. Yeah, I agree. Like I agree with that. Knowing that now, I agree, right? I wish I could have enjoyed that with the character a little bit more.
This hunt.
Oh, get him.
Infernus is missing.
And do a lot of damage. Haze left.
This is the perfect spot. Evading targets. I see you. Who doesn't love a
They can't stay there.
The hunter strikes.
Got her. Once my 2 is up, I'm gonna pop my bam.
They're in my sights.
Ah!
Very impressive.
Good thing I got some stamina up. Yeah, they kind of got 8. Yeah. And I will say, like, I don't get this, but I don't necessarily agree with this, but I do think that, oh shit. Hold on. Please hold. I don't think there was supposed to be a lot of, excuse me, spectacle on their depths. It seems intentional. Like just another cog in the machine kind of like situation where like, yep, just another person that died, guy 8, yep, he's gone. I'm not saying that I enjoy that, but I think that is what it seems like that was intentional. Wait, where? Oh. Bird's up too. God damn, this is a long ass round. Damn it.
Repositioning.
I thought I popped my Colossus already. What's the cooldown on this thing? 37 seconds. Oh shit!
Arrows knocked.
Yo, there's a guy back here. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. No! I should have pushed him. I was waiting for him to come back out, but like I've never seen anybody just stay in there and scrap it out with 2 other people and live. Nice 6 shot. Ooh, I gotta get the cooldown. I wanted on my one. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be selfish here. I'm not gonna go for bird. I'm gonna be selfish. Yeah, boy. You know I gotta get that. She. They didn't quite feel like distinct characters. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My connection wasn't close with those characters, and I don't know if that's intentional or not. You know, like if we're to dissect and criticize the game a little bit more, I don't know whether that was a choice or not, but it is a direct result of like I cared more about the hard work that I put in than I cared about the emotional connection to the character at first. So yeah, I would like to look into the symbolism of the monsters. And yeah, that was another video that they were talking, that was on the thumbnail, that another video on the list when I looked up the game.
If they come, I'll be ready. Leading the target.
So I want to fire one right away into the sky. I should always be firing at people anyway, just to work on my aim. I missed.
Trap is set.
Behind us.
Aiming.
I don't know what he was thinking, cocky motherfucker. Push it.
It's all coming together. I see.
Yeah, boy. Need to turn up my sensitivity a bit. Damn.
This is the perfect spot.
Oh shit, he still has that?
Charging.
He must be immune when he does that. Watch the back line. Where are you coming at? Yeah, get zapped. You know I got my bird on lock too. You know I got my bird with me. I never go far without my bird on me. Oh shit, this guy don't give a damn though. No, my bird didn't blow up. It's not a long game and it's focused more on puzzles, visual. Yeah, that's the other thing, is there is a game design side of it too. So the creativity isn't always a front and center, or it isn't always the only attention, I should say. We can do a team. Cooldowns galore. Cooldowns galore. Screw it. I might not do a lot of damage, but I'll have a lot of cooldown. Golly. I gotta look for better angles. I feel like this character can hit some awesome angles since he can basically fly. I'm not fully utilizing how much damage I can do. Wait, does he have more cases than normal? I absolutely adored the monster, and I like the lighting, the atmosphere, the sound. Yeah, that's why I want more, because they kind of, it was a nice package of everything. Like, we were talking about how it's badass. So you don't really, Little Nightmares 1 and 2, there was very little badassery. You know, there's very little badass energy behind Haze. Yo, this guy really gonna slide on us like this? Oh, yo! Fuck that guy. Damn.
Together, we can do great things.
He does it. What? Get her! Oh my god. Avenge me! Yeah, the monsters were. I can't say I love the monsters, but I loved hating the monsters. That's a good way to put it. Which basically translates to love the monsters. Y'all got this. Stay together.
Headed to blue.
23 seconds is a very fast cooldown for an item. The FOV of this game seems really high compared to Overwatch. FOV? Probably. Yeah. Hmm. God damn! Sorry, y'all. I tried. Yeah, this is a third-person game as well, so you get third-person range. Marvel Rivals is pretty wide too. Actually, can I increase my FOV? GG's, y'all. I'm sorry. Tarsier Studios.
Impressive work.
That haze is annoying, man. Let's get back at it. The seat feels low. I think it was, actually. Oh, it was. What the heck? No wonder I felt a little awkward there. All right. That's why we lost that game. I'm just kidding on that part. Yeah, in regards to Tarsier Studios, what else have they made? Let me hear the sound effect difference. It's pretty forgiving. Right about there. That's more than 20 meters away. 35. Damn. Great talent. Makes me laugh every time. What to do, y'all?
Hello. Make your choice.
What was that? Healing spirit. Ah, well, I might as well get this. Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet? Oh, wow. Yo, it's 420 somewhere. Oh my god. God damn, you good?
Yeah, no cop special.
What?
Heading cop.
Mmm.
Perfect. I will find their trail, and I will end them.
Ooh, and Tarnate, what?
They can't run forever.
Wake me up, wake me up. Evanescence was a character in a shooter hero game. That's who it would be. Vindicta. Wake me up. I can't wake up. Save me. They did a couple of other random titles too. You know what? Little Big Planet is actually surprisingly dark if you've ever played that game. They're like their games are very morbid. Like they have a morbid sense of humor. Oh shit. Freaking nerd. Freaking nerd hitting me. Page master ass. Looking ass. Bird. Got him.
Gotcha, bitch.
No. I can't wake up. Oh shit.
Let's see where you catch, my friend. Goodbye.
You've not played Little Big Planet? Oh man, they're very cute games. They're very fun. They're very satisfying. It honestly feels like a less stiff version of little like stiff isn't the right way to put it, but like a less restrictive, more happy-go-lucky version of Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares, Little Big Planet. God damn it! I see the connection now. A little like Rick Moranis and the Little Giants, and Honey I Shrunk the Kids, and Honey I Blew Up the Kids. Oxymoron hidden between two movies. Whoa! I'm putting together the dots. I'm putting them together. I'm putting them together. Woo! I gotta get out. Damn Vindicta trying to kill me.
Headed to Broadway. Leave the prey to me.
Ooh, twice in a row with the bird. Bird's the word, baby. My owl, my pet owl, man.
This is the perfect spot. Disengaging. If they come, I'll be ready.
Woo! Woo! We slipping and sliding, y'all.
Repositioning. There you are. Trap is set.
You're gonna get hit by that shit eventually, Wad.
I see.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Animating defenses. That's all the help I can get.
I wasn't looking at the arm. Didn't even register.
Demand justice.
We got snatched up the sky. Easy to dodge if you see it coming. But if you don't watch it, Nice. There's some weirdos on this game, by the way. Some weird weirdos on this game. Some very weird weirdos. Oh.
Headed to blue.
I could always be looking at who one's low, so I can throw my bird out. The cooldown's not too bad on the bird, on the owl.
Strikes. On the ground, I'm dead. Who doesn't love a surprise?
Oh, I hit him.
Once again, I am alone. This hunt is over.
No, bird. Good try, good try. Your weapon damage increases as you take sustained damage. That might be worth getting. I need some bullet resistance as well. Your bullets apply a debuff. Yeah, Spirit Rend is just really good. Rapid recharge or imbue. I want imbue. We want to imbue the abilities. Extra damage. Yep. Yep.
I got this!
Try to jump up the wall. Here we go. Come on, Mo Man. I believe in you. How does she? Oh, nah, your mic is gone, buddy. You can fly in the air for so long.
Check, mic check.
There you go. You got it.
Setting snare. Charging.
I'll throw a bird in her goddamn face next time she does that shit. Thick of her ass. He really tried to grab me. Granddad tried to assassinate me.
Disengaging. Sending arrow.
Ooh, they're both low. Hold on, I'm gonna throw a bird at that bit.
Find them.
Throwing a bird. Bird is a word. Got that bit. Respectfully.
They won't know what hit them. They took out 7. Planting trap. I need to stop cutting it.
I gotta hide.
I'll be right back.
Thank you for saving me. 7, you're a real one. Shit. I could have been speed boosting this whole time. Speed boost. Let's go, 7. Reinforcements are coming. Whoa, I clipped. Hit her.
There you are. I'll fire from above. Let them run.
Oh, bird!
Not save them.
Bird!
Just as I planned.
Okay, sorry. The bird is so satisfying. Yo, why is the guy not dying? What am I aiming at? Come on, aim.
If I stay on the ground, I'm dead.
Yeah, you can't. You can't just do it when I see you. I knew he'd hit it. It was foretold. Oh! It was foretold.
If they come, I'll be ready.
Planky's low. What?
Trap out.
Oh, ooh.
Contact. Kill them all. Need to find higher ground. Firing.
Ooh, I see the hand. Damn it.
Next one.
Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah, my bad.
So the blood begins to flow down Manhattan.
Couldn't get it. I could have had one of 2 kills and I just couldn't pick between Vindicta and Page Turner.
Miss.
15 meters? Oh, okay. I definitely hit that. Oh, why? 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 Wow. Why did it make me do this? Why did it make me do this? Oh my god. How do I choose between the two?
Why? We're trying some good shit this round.
Why?
You know what? I'm right there with you.
It's the best they gave me was a magic carpet.
A Magikarp. Why are you talking about Pokemon?
You'll have no place to hide.
I love Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Hey, live your best life.
Arrows will rain down. This is the perfect spot. I have eyes on them. Repositioning. Trap is set. Sights.
The dead will surround them.
Down. Run while you still can.
Oh, I'm getting her.
Not all stories have happy endings. Finding a better angle. You mess with the wrong. There will be no escape.
Leave my homie alone.
Setting snare. On the move.
I tried, man. I'm sorry.
That was everything I had. We're fucked.
Need to find higher ground. This is the perfect.
Damn. No! I tried to run away. I don't get how they're like, I'm chunking them down, but what's happening?
Metal Gear.
I just remembered somebody I made laugh. Like she sent me a friend request because I was making her laugh with the soundboard. I'm burning him. Get him. He ain't going nowhere. You going nowhere.
Let's see what you
Where'd he go?
my friend.
Get his ass. Yeah, get him out of here. Pack him up. Good shit.
Time for evasive tactics.
Fuck her up. Get her out of here. Pack her up. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm winning.
I'm proud of you. Ooh. I'm doing this for the team, all right? I gotta do leech. I gotta do leech. It's I need to survive. I gotta survive. Zatarans. Dinner from New Orleans. No more sniper sniping. Anytime that bitch is in the air, she's going down.
Good.
We're gonna style on her. We're gonna dance on her body. We're gonna look good doing it too. Know what I'm saying? We're gonna look good.
If they come, I'll be ready.
Slap her with a damn bird, man. Oh shit. What the hell's happening? What is happening right now? Mole man?
Setting snare. I'll fire it from above.
God damn, that hurt.
Who doesn't love a surprise? Evading targets. I got him all. Forever. They took out 7.
7.
Face me and die. Let them run. They will not see. Refresh. Leave the prey to me.
No!
Laying the trap.
Get over there, mole man. Yeah. Damn. Missed all my shit.
Combos on cooldown. If I stay on the ground, I'm dead.
Our green walker is under attack.
Arrows will rain down.
Nah, bro, I see them things. I see them things now.
Let's see what
I don't know, this game gets me all hype.
friend. They took out 7. Run while you still can. Eyes. I can't hold them for long.
Got that bitch. Yeah. Let's get him. He's in. Get the clanker. Ah! Get him. Why is the clanker still alive? On my way, on my way. I mean, Graves is on the way.
How they fear
I thought I was Grave.
Grease and Krill.
Almost ready to grab them.
Bebop, that's his name. I need to get the rock Cowboy Bebop song. Warden's low. I try. Graves. Oh no. On my way back. Fall back, fall back. I'll give you some cover fire in a second. Want to bomb these fools.
Need to find higher ground.
He didn't hit the angle.
Disengaging.
Our green walker is under attack.
I need to find a place to rest.
You're back. Fuck. Couldn't survive. Darn. Gosh darn it. Shoot. Come on.
You set the stage for their demise.
I'll find them. Hold on for as long as I can.
Warriors cannot be allowed to go
Ah! No! Damn, GG's, y'all.
Well fought. Good game.
I said, come on, baby, turn the lights off.
Damn. Play a few more of those. I don't want to come into a full game because they take so long, but I want to play a full game. But I don't want to play a full game. But I do want to play a full game. But I don't. But I do. Damn, everybody's commending me. Okay, I'll commend you. Take that. Oh, I'm gonna find that YouTube video I wanted to watch too while I'm at it. While I wait. Ray Talon is joining the fight. Ray Talon is joining the fight. Hey, what to do? What to do?
Hello.
Brings gifts.
Hey guys.
Let's go, Shiv. Big chillin'.
Today.
Trying to do some big killing.
Yeah, we chilling. What we doing? What we doing?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
All right, team.
I got this!
The thrill of the hunt. I won't let
I'm gonna stay back. Oh, we ain't got no tank yet, so don't go too far in.
No.
If they come, I'll be ready.
Bait the Apollo into killing himself, preferably. Mother, god dang!
They can't run forever.
Ooh, does it headshot damage?
Your stay will be unforgettable.
Ooh. Watch the Apollo left side.
Leave the prey to me.
Damn!
Gotcha, bitch.
I got both of them.
Arrows will rain down.
She's one tap.
This is the
I couldn't get her.
They won't get lucky next time.
Watch your left side.
Contact.
Time to walk.
Trap.
Ooh, good shit.
Very effective.
I fat fingered the one button, man. I said, ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights down. Ooh. Dummy.
They won't know what hit them.
Apollo left side. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Hey, yo!
Sights.
Yo! Who you think you is?
I'll be right back.
Alright, man. Why you sound like a Simpsons character for? Oh, okay.
Finding a better angle.
Don't shoot who? That Twitch. I gotta trust my reflexes, man. Don't think about it. Just feel. Don't think. Feel. Got her.
Run while you still can.
Bird.
Unforgettable.
Ooh.
Gotcha, bitch.
Took down Shin. Engaging.
Help me. Hayes, get him. Damn, rip that guy.
Together, we can do great things. Charging. Laying the trap.
Yo, I'm about to cuss this guy out. The subtle art of voice changers and mods, you can't just be so obnoxious, you know? What? Shoo!
The hunter strikes.
I'm gonna shut this lane, man. Let's get this tower. Fuck everything else.
Setting snare.
She can't clear this wave.
I have eyes on.
She can't clear this wave? Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
That's a good round.
Like, I'm thinking thoughts I'm not gonna think. You know what I'm thinking? Thoughtin'?
I'm a fucking killer.
Yeah.
Perfect.
They gonna fucking die, you
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
Bro's going crazy on his sound.
Y'all push with me, I got y'all.
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Ooh, I gotta have it. Spiritual overflow, lifesteal, ability duration, spirit lifesteal, excuse me. Game boost. Fire it.
I might hit a combo to get somebody.
Oh, you gonna dance on him?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Eee. Where's he at? Oh, click getting slid on. You a mouse pad. Word. Oh, damn. He's already dead. Watch it behind you. Yep. Damn.
Fucking him up.
That damn tank. Yo, Calico right here. She slept. Oh, watch out, Apollo. I'm with you.
Who doesn't love a surprise? Locating targets.
Gotta make sure I'm clearing those waves. Oh, I hit the chat. Yeah, yeah.
I'll find them.
Get that fool.
Finding a better angle. Sending arrow.
Apollo, right side.
Higher ground. Taking aim. Let's see what you catch, my friend.
Damn, they big boy this. What the fuck? I can't be having this. Oh shit. Oh, actually that works. That works. That works. Sheesh, why is he so mad at me for? I don't get it, man. He's trying to say I'm bad. Trying to say I'm bad, you know what I'm saying? What the? Hey, yo, hold on now. Yo, that's not cool. I won't joke about that.
On the move.
Nah, I don't joke about no kitty stuff. That's not cool.
See them.
What did he say?
Watch it behind. I don't know, but I didn't like it.
Disengaging. Trap is set.
Lifting.
I took out Ivy.
Good work. Just wait until I get going.
No way, he parried me.
They can't run forever. Not today. I see them.
Gotta clear this way real quick.
Disengaging. This hunt is over. Sorry, doorman.
All right, I'm locking the hell in. I'm salty now.
I'll see you soon.
You work well with others. The hunters
Yeah, fuck her. Disrespectfully.
have to be this way. Repositioning. I see them.
Damn, he parried my shot.
If they come, I'll be ready.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I just like, I said what, and that's it.
Arrows will rain down.
Right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hayes, talk that talk.
Taking the shot. On the move.
I'll see you soon.
Oh my god, I got ulted out of. Okay, okay. We got this. Lock in, y'all. What? Greater expansion, nice. Lightning scroll, nice. Sugar rush or arcane surge rush, nice. Arcane surge, sugar rush, whatever. Nah, I mean, I gotta get that. Fight back! Fight back! Run them hands, homie. I'm gonna make them run them hands. I'm gonna slide on these guys. And stretches.
If I stay on the ground, I'm dead.
I'll do my part.
Leading the target.
Calico left side. She slept.
Time for evasive tactics. Hello.
Yo, he's stupid.
Do great things.
Get away, get away. He's invincible. We don't stand right on top of them like he does.
will strike true.
Yeah, get him the fuck out of here. They better run. In that pool. Get him out of here. Back it up, bitch. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I got salty. I don't like being called that kind of stuff. That's not cool. We lock in on those kind of accusations, man. No one should ever tolerate that kind of stuff.
They have medals. There's no hiding from me.
Time to pack it up. Time to pack it up. The bird's coming. No, it's not. It's not coming. Oh, he came back. Oh my god. Yeah. All right. Lock in. Last round. Base health and weapon damage. I think that's survivability. Oh, what is this? 4 stamina, sliding distance. When sliding, evade bullets, gain fire rate, and deal damage to enemies all around you. What is this? Oh no! Why did they throw this in the mix? What is this? All right, I gotta get this item. Hold on. I'm trying to join Lucas in this thing, man. Oh no. We'll see how this goes. And let me put this here so it's more accessible. Is that one of ours or one of theirs? What the heck? Oh, okay. Burst!
I don't have the luxury of mercy today.
There you are. Found undead. Surprise.
Get this fool! No! Sliding.
Just because I see them doesn't mean they aren't here.
He's one tap. Yes! Hell yeah, that's right. Yo, look at me sliding. Look at this.
This is the perfect spot. Arrows will rain down.
No. God damn, why'd they do me like that?
God damn.
They got me, Ricky. Damn. Avenge me. You want what you gotta do?
Avenge me.
Bullet dance on cooldown.
I keep forgetting I have a leech. I could have just hit a bunch of minions. I gotta remember to leech the minions, man. If you got a leech, hit those minions to heal up. I forget. We gotta stay on them. Our health is low for our tower.
If I stay on the ground, I'm dead.
I got the minions. I got the minions. Nice, nice, nice. They're pushing back line. Oh no, we can't do anything.
There will be no escape.
He thought. The cat got away though.
What power really looks like.
This item is crazy.
Goodbye.
Who grabbed me?
I see you. Trap out. Let them run.
Bird.
I will not save them.
Behind, behind, behind. Never mind. Good shit.
Challenge me and the same fate.
Get it, get it, get it. Shoo! Let's go.
No matter what, got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody.
I was gonna report that guy. Who was it? Who called me that? Who called me that? Because I gotta go back and check that so I can report that guy. Because that ain't the play. That's not cool, man. You don't like go around muddying the waters like that by any like. That's just a topic you don't play around with. Yo, look at me sliding. Look at this. So I'm gonna go back and find this guy real fast. Survivability. Oh, what is this? Gotta make sure I'm clear. Should I play Resident Evil 0 today? I didn't prepare for that. Yo. While I wait, I'm gonna stay back. We ain't got no tank. You probably can't read the chat on YouTube. Left side. I think it had to have been.
I got this.
It must not have been round one. Not good. Game boost. Fire it. Oh, damn. Was it round 3? Oh, it was round 3. Oh shit. Oh, actually that works. That works. Oh shit. Oh, no, actually, wait, it might have been. That works. I can't read the chat. Jeez, it's so small. What are you so mad at me for? It was Calico. It was Calico. Binky Stinky. How do I report that guy? Ah, malarkey. Ooh, Graves. Uh-oh, I'm scared. I'm scared, y'all. Haven't played Graves in a minute. Peck, what are you up to? I think I might go watch that video in a little bit here. What up, team?
Hello.
Tough crowd. Why is this recommended?
Talk, I'm here to kill or be killed.
There's no escaping the grave. Fear me.
I see Billy.
He should have stayed down there with me, but he didn't. Oh shit. Nap. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Great talent, huh? That's why I didn't get great talent, because he's in the game. Somebody else got him. Get out of there, Shiv.
Protect us.
Great talent's right above you, run. You crazy man.
I'll be right back.
Billy right there.
Hello.
That's not what I wanted to press.
Bye-bye.
Oh yeah, I never finished finding that video. I got distracted. The match started and I totally got sidetracked by that. Damn. I thought I was great talent for a quick second and popped my move.
The dead demand justice.
Probably Vindicta beats Greyhound, Great Talon. Why he do that? Push. Yeah. Addie's loser.
Let's hold on to that.
Oh no, you don't hold on to nothing. Shut up. All right, so we'll watch some of this video. It's a 42-minute long video, but I want to get to like the first 5 minutes or so of it. So I'm gonna cue that up for later. Cue crying. Cue crying. Oh, I thought I got a text. I didn't. Shit. Oh, everybody's dead. I think we lost that.
On my way.
We must prepare for the next skirmish.
Why?
I'm gonna go with Gungrave. Gungrave. to always stick together. Always to Gungrave. I don't know why I'm mixing Goof Troop with Gungrave, but okay. We do that around these parts. Always stick together. All right, steal weapon resistance and I gain armor or something. I hit the screenshot button by accident. Immobilized. Ooh, boy. No! I didn't pop my ult in time. Couldn't even help. Trash. Trash me.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Here, I gotta fix the audio because we're doubling up. I want to fix that real fast. What's that, brother? Oh, shoot. I can't fix it right now.
On my way.
Hello, friend. The Deadland Parade.
Why did he do that? Because he's strong as fuck. Damn it. God damn, thank you. Good shit. Shoo. Good stuff, my guy. Let's push this wave and get this dub. If we can.
I'm not playing around.
Hell yeah. Oh, Titanic magazine. It was magazine. I used to read Word Up Titanazine. Who should I go for? Fire rate is increased, and bullets ricochet, and proc other stuff. I'll get the lifesteal because I have built-in ricochet anyway. And wait, they changed it. All summons now apply Essence Thief. Oh, dang, they changed that. Oh my god. Okay. So all my other, so this is still good to max out though, because it applies to everything. Oh shit. Oh my god. Wow. He's still down there.
The dead will surround them.
Good shit. I can't be this dashing for. Oh god.
Thanks for the help.
I'm just gonna fall back a little bit here and just try to get heals. Yes.
The best aside has your number. We are reaping.
Summons! I die killing the tower. Worth it.
Yeah, I'm winning.
The issue isn't the recharges, it's the amount, it's the recharge rate. When the ability is used, gain move speed and maintain full speed while attacking. What a BG. Oh, I thought I changed the title of the game already. What's up, man? Stamina mastery beats like almost everything. Oh shoot. Ooh!
This should make them stop and rethink their choices.
What's up, man?
Stay away from me.
You know, I've got infinite ammo, man.
The dead's wrath will be felt.
Damn, brother. Run, Vind. Oh. That's okay. That's okay.
I got this.
What is this? Consume a concoction that grants an unstoppable grants you unstoppable increased speed, health, and weapon damage after a short duration. You die and explode, stunning nearby enemies and dealing damage. Dying this way reduces your respawn time by 50%. Oh, jeez. And then this is what, an active ability? Reset the cooldown of the imbued ability. Oh, oh, actually. And spiritual overflow. I'm gonna fix the sound effects real fast though. Oh shit.
I've learned much from the mentor.
Nah. Whoa! I was trying to fix my audio, man. God damn. Back up, Vindicta. Another guy. You gotta guard the tower. Cause I threw. That's an interesting character. Vertigo or whoever he is, Paradox.
Headed to Greenwich.
Damn it.
I will strike them down. Cross the line if you dare. Ready to use it again. I'm not playing around.
Yo. Oh shit. I need to get my health back up. Ow.
Great job. I got some friends who would love to send
Oh. Am I silenced by something? What the heck? Oh, my item. I steal his max weapon damage. He had to run like a bitch. Ow! I got way too greedy there. This is the deadlock disease that's consuming people. I think you're just looking at it the wrong way. People are just enjoying their life the way that they want to. You know? What's that?
Finding higher ground.
I got this!
Our green walker is under attack.
I should have got a refresher, but I really wanted to. Give me health back, minions. Is somebody back here? No. Wait, watch out for Ventus or whatever. He's in the air.
Channeling Zen.
Ah! Stupid spinning bitch. Jerk.
Tying them down.
Run, run, sniper girl. I feel like if you're ever in a gunfight point blank with a sniper character, your cue that should be your cue to get out of there. Just in general with any game, like any shooter game ever. She's like squared up toe to toe with Hayes, who's a close range specialist, just like throwing blows, losing a lot of health in the process. It'd be like that. I get it. I get it. You get caught in the moment.
Stay put.
Your fight or flight reflex kicks in, and sometimes flight is the smarter option for your fighting style. And fight was this guy's reflex, you know? Very riveting gameplay. She stays in the air for so long. Oh my god. Maybe I'll play her too, along with Greyhound, Grey Fox, Grey Talon.
I am the Reaper's handmaiden.
Why is this fool just flying in the air like that? What does he have? Behind us, go. I heard her, and I was like, I need to get out of here now. It was too late. Like, once you start hearing that, it's too late. Ah, humbug.
Walker is under attack.
Our green haunter is under attack. Ha 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 ha.
Stick around.
I didn't do nothing with Graves. I just couldn't get it enough. I probably didn't have enough survivability, like tankiness, to justify my hit. GG's, y'all. GG's. We tried. We tried.
I said, come on, baby, turn the lights off.
Yeah, I had no kills. I'm pretty certain. No, I might have had one. I might have had one. Boo. All right, I think I'll take a pause to watch that video. The bear. Ah. Boom, 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 boom. I had one kill. I had one kill, you know. You know, as you do. I couldn't do anything with that. I was not making anything work. Nothing was working for me. So let's go ahead and exit out of this game. I'm going to boot up this video. And it's pretty early in the video, so we're going to watch the introduction and get right into this. All right. Cool. Let's talk a little politics here. Let's do a little just chatting, little just chitting chatting, little chitty chat chat. Little chitty chitty bang bang, little chitty chat, chitty 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 chat chat. All right, so the Twitch name I will change. All right, so this video comes to me from Rationality Rules. Okay, that's what the name of the video was. Rationality Rules. I really enjoy this guy's YouTube channel. I guess he's not a big YouTuber, but I mean, he has 600,000 followers. I consider that a big YouTuber by today's standards. I know 1 million is what we expect, but I respect this guy. I think this is a great series that he does where he breaks down debates and shares some of the things that he teaches you. And so I wanted to learn one specific thing. I watched the video to this point, and I want to go back over it, process it, learn it, and talk about it with you. Before we do, we're going to redo that intro in a second because I want to record that. Actually, hold on. You know what? I'm going to set up my camera. Set up my camera because I care about y'all. I can't do the laugh. It's what is his name? Kwame or something? Like what is that laugh, dude? It's his laugh. Who am I to judge? Me, that's who I am. I don't know who I am. I'm the dude judging the dude disguised as another dude, all right? That's who I am.
Me? I know who I am. I'm a dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you got to say about that, huh? And we're just going to do a quick mental reset as well. Now, take a couple of breaths. Get up, stand up. Tech, you still awake or you fall asleep? I gotta grab my mic. My mic sounds nice. Check one. Yeah. Bring this over here and then I'm gonna check something right quick. Woo. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. All right, let me check something else now. Can I'll have to make another one where I have YouTube. You don't know what's going on right now. Don't worry about it. For the Twitch side, you guys are getting the view. Yeah, this is something that I wanted to share with you. Not specifically you, just people in general that are passionate about politics or social issues, things of that nature. So let me do this for both of y'all. That ain't right. That ain't right. This ain't right. Is it? Where's my camera? For YouTube. There you go. There you go. This'll do nicely. Can I unclick this, please? Yeah, that'll do for now. Cool. So recording. Okay. Now we can talk about this. Cool. So I wanted to talk about this video because it caught my attention because it got into a very specific topic that I wanted to learn about. And I figured, why not learn it with you guys? So that's why I waited until I got on stream to fully watch this part of the video. This is from a channel called Rationality Rules. I really enjoy watching their videos, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And so if you do like learning about the things that I've been talking about through debate tactics, through civics, through some of the policies and politicians and just analyzing things, please make sure you guys like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. It goes a long way. You can also catch me live on Twitch and YouTube at 6:30 standard time, typically on Wednesdays and Sundays. But let's get into this video. All right. Exactly. I agree with you, Tech. I agree. That's where I'm thinking. So as I mentioned before, this is Rationality Rules. I wanted us to go ahead and just watch the video. It'll explain the introduction better than I can. So let's just go ahead and hop into it because their channel is really good.
So you served while Joe Biden was in office. What did you do to release the Epstein files while he was in office?
Now, when Joe Biden came into power, I do believe that we should have released the files. That I'm not defending the previous administration.
That's a man defusing a trap by walking straight into it. A tu quoque, no less. You see, the Trump voter across from him comes in with one job: extract a denial. The question is rehearsed, the trap is loaded. And the whole thing depends on Connor pushing back, defending the past, deflecting, anything but agreeing. But what does Connor do? He agrees, on the spot. The trap springs shut on empty air. And then out comes this.
Donald Trump has done more to expose than Joe Biden ever did.
Why hello, my fellow apes. I hope you are well. Today, we're looking at Congressman Ro Khanna sitting across from a young Trump voter named Christian on Jubilee's Surrounded series. The topic is the Epstein files. By now, except for a few Trump loyalists, criticism of the handling of the Epstein files has become one of the few truly bipartisan positions. Releasing the remaining has broad support. It's why Khanna built a coalition to force a vote. And what made it remarkable wasn't the Democrats who signed on, like him, it was the Republicans, including some of Trump's most vocal former allies in Congress. And Trump? Well,
we actually thought Trump would support us. Think about it, the coalition I built with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert and Nancy Mace and Thomas Massie. And Marjorie said, Donald Trump, you could be a hero. You could be the president who releases these files and meets with the survivors. I was surprised and disappointed that President Trump fought it.
And just in case you think the Trump fought it framing is just a Democrat spin on it, take it from Marjorie Taylor Greene.
He's covering it up. He fought us the entire time. He did everything in his power to stop the Epstein files to be released.
So that's what Christian is up against. But he's smart. He comes in prepared. You'll notice that from the get-go. He's done the timeline work and identified the move he thinks will end the conversation. A clean tu quoque. You served under Biden. You didn't release the files then, so you have no standing to demand the release now. You probably just hate Trump. Orange man bad.
It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it.
So, alright, what precisely is the tu quoque fallacy? Well,
this is what caught my attention. I was outside doing yard work today. It was hot and I had the video playing. I had headphones in, so I wasn't watching the video, but I knew that this guy always puts the definition on the screen. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit here. The tu quoque. I was saying this out loud because it made me think of quid pro quo. It's Latin, I believe. He'll talk about it in a second, but I just wanted to share the thinking that I had because I was like, I want to share this with people. It's a really simple term. So let's break it down first and we'll circle back.
It's Latin for you too, accusing your opponent of hypocrisy as a way to dismiss their argument. You know it, that meme where two Spider-Men point at each other. That's it visualized. Now, it's a fallacy regardless, but it only lands when
I appreciate the visual.
there's real hypocrisy underneath. And in this case, there isn't. So watch what happens when the trap springs on empty air. The man who set it spends the next couple of minutes exposing a double standard. Just not Kana's, his own. Let's get to it.
My first surrounded claim is that the treatment of the Epstein class shows that there are two tiers of justice in America.
This is the thesis that Kana's defending across this whole exchange, and it's worth pausing on because it tells you exactly what burden any challenger is supposed to carry. Forget the party, forget which president. Across 3 administrations...
One second. There we go.
The handling of the Epstein files has gone the same way. There is a protected class of powerful men, and that pattern is the proof. To beat him, you have to engage with that structure. You have to argue either that the class doesn't exist, or that the handling of the files has been above reproach. Anything less than that is missing the target. And let's hold on to that, because the exchange that follows is going to be a demonstration of someone refusing to engage that target while pretending that he is.
Two tiers of justice in America.
If you would like to debate this claim, please get to the chair in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Christian.
Mr. Congressman.
I like the boots.
Yeah, thank you.
Where did you get those?
I got those out in Dallas.
Nice.
Yeah. And thank you for being here.
Thank you.
The energy in the room is loose, kind of friendly. Asking
I remember this
about
part.
books. Regulars will know that we bang on about this. Walking into a conversation with this kind of ease is itself a signal that you're here for a real exchange, not a performance.
And thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Mr. Congressman.
I also thought, if that is true, that indicates that you're here to actually be authentic and not to put on a performance. Couldn't somebody just do that to put on a performance to appear like they're there to be on? Like, that's where my head went and went immediately. I think when it comes to social interactions, I'm very cynical despite my optimistic outlook on life. I feel like because I am so optimistic, I have to protect myself from negative people. And being a former negative person myself, I still can be very negative too, of course. Ooh, very negative. However, I try to avoid just going down that line of logic in general. But with this sort of thing, I think it's important to just at least be aware of it. So I just want to express my difference in opinion in terms of how I feel about that. But I'm still giving the person that's debating the benefit of the doubt, regardless of my distrust to either of them, right? So I'm basically indicating that even though he did that, I still don't, that doesn't give me any, he doesn't get any kudos from me. Rokana doesn't for doing that. Like, I think anybody does that just to be fake. Working in sales, you're taught to do that. You're taught to make small talk to feel more personable to people. So like, that's probably why I think that way so cynically, because I was taught to do that in order to help make people build more rapport with me. Like, it's very logical how I interact with people in social situations. I'm not ashamed of that at all. It's just, I picked up skills and now I still have those. I've leveled up my charisma in a variety of ways. Whoa, my monitor was really far back for some reason. I'm going to pull that up a little bit. Anyway, let's get back into this. I have digressed enough. It is a gesture of goodwill to set the tone. So it's sort of like a common sense duh thing, but it's so common sense that people exploit that thing. And I think regardless, like, just because I distrust somebody doesn't mean I shouldn't still give them the benefit of a doubt. So almost a moot point, but not. Like, it's, you need to clock that, because if this person is aware of that fact, it's almost like fighting games in the Yomi, I know that you know that I know. Eventually, in my opinion, when you're conversing with somebody, their honesty and their genuine, their integrity, their genuosity is going to come out in the conversation itself. That's so that regardless of how I feel, their pattern of behavior and what they say shows me who they are, and what I think about who they are doesn't matter.
When were you elected in Congress?
2016.
2016.
I started in 2017.
And when did the Epstein stuff first come out? Was that 2008, or when was that?
The trap is being laid, every piece of it being placed on the table. You can tell that he's rehearsed this in his head.
the editing makes this feel more disjointed than I think it might be. However, I have had conversations where the conversation does feel disjointed, but it's happening in real time. So I just want to throw that out there.
Christian is building a timeline. He's establishing that Kana has been in Congress for almost a decade, through Trump's first term, through all 4 years of Biden, and right now into Trump's second. And he's about to anchor that against the day when the Epstein scandal was already public knowledge. And then Christian drops it in very casually.
When did the Epstein stuff first come out? Was that 2008, or when was that?
Look,
was that 2008?
2008 is a very, very precise year to just casually reach for. That is the year that Epstein pleaded guilty to state.
It's the delivery that gets me. This guy is like, you're here to debate. Why are you trying to, I don't know if it's casually that I think in my head when I hear that, but like, you're talking about something as if it's like, oh yeah, remember that one time we hung out? Wasn't that like in 2008 or 2007 or something? It's not like you're talking about a pedophile being arrested for something and you're just like casually tossing it out there for no random reason. This doesn't disqualify anything. I just think it's funny. And to me, in my head, it's not a red flag. It's a yellow flag to like clock this guy. Like the way that he's trying to also appear like he's casually engaging in a conversation, but then you throw out 2008. It's like, okay, clearly, you know, and you're clearly trying to do a couple of different things potentially. Like, it's clear why you picked that day. What's not clear is why you're casually like, you know, oh yeah, well, you kind of like you don't remember sort of thing. Whatever. It's not relevant to the main point, but it's just these are things that I would clock, and I want to share that pattern of behaving with you, and I'll try to put it all together later.
Charges in Florida. You've got to hand it to him. The man has done his homework. The "or when was it" is cover. He knows precisely when it was. He's planting the date in the viewer's mind while pretending to ask for it. That said, this is a bit, well, dishonest of Christian. Sure, Epstein was convicted in 2008, but it wasn't until 2019 that it became a live issue. Kana's clock, like everyone else's, was set by the scandal, not by who was in the White House.
Was that 2008, or when was that?
Well, he was convicted in 2008.
2008. So you started when President Trump was in office the first time.
Yeah.
And you served while Joe Biden was in office.
Now the trap is fully assembled. Trump's first term, you were there. Biden, you were there too. Epstein's conviction, 2008, well before all of it. The implicit accusation is loading. If there is such a scandal, and if the evidence has been sitting there since 2008, why are you only making the noise about it now when the man in the White House isn't on your team? It is honestly a sharp setup. We're going to disagree with him on the substance, but the architecture is pretty good. Build the timeline, anchor the date, walk your target into a position where the answer they have to give exposes them. And if it lands, it is rhetorically brilliant.
And you served while Joe Biden was in office. He's from my home state in Delaware. Not a fan of him. I voted for President Trump proudly the first time I ever voted this past year.
Really?
Yeah, first time I ever voted.
What made you vote for him?
He's America first, and that's what we need.
What about all the $200 billion he's spending?
Let's just get back to Epstein files.
The moment Christian utters the phrase America first, Kana doesn't let it sit. He immediately probes by asking about the $200 billion Trump has spent bombing the Middle East. Because America first is a slogan, and slogans only work as long as nobody asks them to account for themselves. Kana is asking it to account for itself. And if Christian engages, if he tries to defend the spending or really litigate the foreign policy or square the slogan with the receipts, he'd be off the Epstein files entirely and stuck defending a totally different and totally difficult claim. Now, to his credit, and I do mean credit, he sees it coming.
Let's just get back to Epstein files. Let's get back to Epstein files.
He doesn't take the bait. He doesn't try to win this.
Let's get back to Epstein files.
Wait. Let me watch it a couple times with that. His facial expressions, micro expressions, man.
Let's just get back to Epstein files. Let's get back to Epstein files.
He doesn't.
It's there. It's there. There's like a
Epstein files.
The micro expressions. I don't know if people are like that where they just like pick up micro expressions on people and like the camera clearly they did because they only show the last frame of it, but they don't really like this. This is leading into it. Like this is a face of doubt right here, and potentially fear. And I don't think he knows he's doing that right now. Like, there it is. The teeth together. That's tension. That's a little stress, tight jaw. There we go. And then I think the frame ends. Yeah. Like, I can see frames, y'all. I can see frames. All right. Individual frames. The very last frame, like I said, is the one they should have let it linger a little bit longer because he is just now leading into that phase. And I would have liked to have seen him transition back into a more confident expression. But the editing from Jubilee or from him, you know, not my favorite but I don't think I'm their target audience.
He doesn't
whatever.
take the bait. He doesn't try to win the side quest. He recognizes
it was smart to do. It was smart to get back. He would have gone. It wasn't an argument he wanted to have, which makes me. I think it was the argument to have more than anything else, especially since he made that statement. And we're talking about somebody whose integrity is absolute trash, and it's important to prove that he's not America first. But whatever. Let's go.
Recognizes that the only ground on which he has any leverage at all is the ground he came in on, the ground he's apparently prepared thoroughly for, and he plants his feet there and refuses to be moved. That is a debater's instinct. It is a good one. He knows what his lane is, and he knows that ain't it.
I know my lane and that ain't it.
Here's a story where you would expect the facts to...
I had paused it by this point because I was thinking about it, and I was like, I think I ended up calling Frodo and talking to him a little bit about it. But yeah, so hearing some of this now is interesting. I want to see if this all closes out. So let's keep going.
Just speak for themselves. Trump threatens to cut off all US trade with Spain over refusal to use military bases in Iran war. You see, Spain declined US military use of its bases for strikes on Iran. Trump threatened a full trade embargo.
So we're going to cut off all trade with Spain. We don't want anything to do with Spain.
And so Prime Minister Sanchez responded with 3 words. No to war. Simple, right? And yet, Ground News shows 442 sources covering this story. 61 left, 62 right, and 109 centrist.
He got
me. So different, you'd be forgetting white Trump's trade threat. Centrist, with right now, you can get 40% code on independent media.
I know my lane and that ain't it.
So, here's what Christian's been building up to.
Let's get back to Epstein files. So you served while Joe Biden was in office. What did you do to release the Epstein files while he was in office? So
that was the frame, by the way.
So here's what Christian's been building up to.
It's not that fast. He gets back. He nods and hides it. Or wait, no.
You served while Joe Biden was in office. What did you do to release the Epstein files while he was in office?
That is the strike. That is his kill shot. Now, if you'll allow me to speculate, the fantasy in Christian's head right now is something like this. Kana stammers, Kana deflects. Kana says, well, it was complicated under Biden, and the comeback, well, it writes itself, doesn't it? Oh, so it's only urgent when a Republican's in office. Drop the mic, walk off, post the clip. That's the entire play. That is what his Tuco Quay aims to achieve. So Christian's implicit point, if it's a point at all, is that Kana didn't act on Epstein when Biden was in power. So his demand to act on Epstein now has no standing.
I hate that there are... Hold on. I hate that there are people like this that think like this of, oh, I just need to get this moment in time that makes it look like I'm right. And that is enough for them to convince themselves that they're right. Right. And it isn't just the content brainedness of it. It's the fact that most of these people, I can't tell whether or not they believe what they're saying or not. So the ones that are convinced are even scarier for a different reason. But these people think this way where, oh, I caught a moment where I got you off guard and I'm not really willing to listen to the full context. You walk down my trap and now, bam, activated. La, 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 la. Like, what? Like, what kind of adult are you? What kind of adult are you? What kind of adult does that? I don't get it. Just don't get it. Anyway, let's continue on.
He's attempting to discredit Kana's prompt by pointing out that he failed to meet his own standard. But here's the thing. Even if that landed, it wouldn't touch the prompt. 2 tiers of justice across every administration isn't refuted by your side failed too. It is, in fact, confirmed by it. All Christian would be proving is that the Democrats are part of the protected class too. And make no mistake, Christian thinks that he's cornered a sitting congressman on camera.
This is like the thing that's going through my head is that it doesn't matter how hard you try to prove the Democrats are complicit in something. That might be true, but that doesn't exonerate anything that the Republicans or Trump is doing.
Now, we find out whether the trap holds.
What did you do to release the Epstein files while he was in office?
In 2019.
No, while Joe Biden was in office.
Well, let me explain. In 2019, we called for the release of those files, Elijah Cumming and I, in the Oversight Committee. We called for an investigation. Now, when Joe Biden came into power, I do believe we should have released the files. That I'm not defending the previous administrations because I've gotten to know these survivors. And I believe that the files should have been released years ago.
Connor answers it head on. And, by the way, there's real procedural cover he could have reached for here. There was an open federal grand jury investigation running through Garland's tenure, and the law generally requires documents from open investigations to stay sealed. Basically, the Department of Justice wasn't actually authorized to release this material until Congress passed the Epstein Files Transparency Act in November of 2025. So Connor could spend 2 minutes walking Christian through all of that. He could turn this into a wonky procedural argument about grand jury secrecy and statutory authority, and he would be technically correct. Instead, he does something far more simpler. Before giving the concession, he plants the flag he's entitled to.
2019, we called for the release of those files, Elijah Cumming and I, in the Oversight Committee. We called for an investigation.
And he plants it as a matter of record, with no defensive spin. This way, he gets to make the concession from a position of demonstrated consistency, which means the concession costs him.
In my head, I'm like, I wish this guy had like videos of him advocating to get this information released. Like, what did I do here? Here, can you watch this compilation for me real quick? Just go ahead and hold this phone. Yeah, just go ahead and watch that. It faster than I can explain it, really, and just let him watch the whole entire thing. But yeah, this is all the times that I have already tried to get something moved, but it's not my call to make.
Pretty much nothing personally. He has been on the record demanding the release of the files all along. And then, having established that, he hands Christian the admission very succinctly.
Now, when Joe Biden came into power, I do believe we should have released the files. That I'm not defending the previous administration.
Short and sweet, huh? Now, look at what this does to the trap. Christian came in here to extract a denial. The machine he built, the entire what about Biden setup, runs on Connor refusing to admit the failure. The denial is the fuel. Without it, the engine doesn't turn over.
This is what I believe the most important thing to pay attention to. Okay, this is where my brain works. And I don't really do it with this intention in mind, but this is what happens when you just ask questions and you're honest about stuff and you're fair and you're actually fair. If you're a fair person and you are consistent and you have integrity, this is what's going to happen is you're going to be like, yeah, I thought that was wrong too. Even if my friend did this thing, I thought my friend was wrong. This person over here did the same thing my friend did. It's still wrong. Don't you agree, person who's a friend of that other guy person? It's so kindergarten logic. I don't understand why this is hard for people to understand. I'm so tired of the most basic fundamental logic being thrown to the winds by these MAGA idiots. I don't have any desire to be nice or respectful at all to these people when they can't piece together a simple ass concept of, oh, if I have integrity and I'm honest, the right things should happen. No, it has to be my team is the winning team, and therefore logic just does not matter anymore. It's all about feelings and faith, which is not even really a feeling that's based off of anything logical. It's just like, I believe this thing because it benefits me or because it feels good or whatever. I.e., no offense, but some people exploit religion that way.
Christian was prepared to spend this exchange, all of it, forcing the admission out of him. And yet Kana just hands it across the table.
We should have
Love
released
it.
the files.
So now Christian has a problem that he didn't plan for. The concession was supposed to be the destination. He's already there. And once you're already there, you have to ask yourself, what was the concession supposed to actually prove? What is the next step in the argument? You've spent all that runway getting there. Now what?
Well, this sucks.
Because here's the thing that his Tuco Quay is hiding. The implicit logic of you didn't act under Biden is that prior inaction somehow licenses present inaction. And again, even if true, it doesn't touch the actual question. Should these files be released? The logic goes, if Kana didn't get this done 2 years ago, he has no standing to demand that it gets done now. And the moment you say that out loud, it falls apart, because it doesn't follow. Past failure doesn't license present failure.
This has been what the Republicans and to some degree Democrats have been living on for generations. That right there. That right there. You see it? That fallacy, the Tuco Quay fallacy, is littered all throughout the DNA of the MAGA movement. It is ridiculous. It is very prevalent. And I promise you, if you learn this term or understand this concept, whether you remember the term or not, you will see this all over the place and you will see how far this gets them. And it's not like it gets them somewhere. It's sort of like it gets them away from accountability, right? It gets them away from having to be accountable for what their party does. And they're able to still support people or support the party by just distancing themselves from the whole entire concept while still trying to play the game. Like they're, oh yeah, well your side did it too. Smoke bomb, run away. It's ridiculous. It's comical. It would be comical if it wasn't so devastating to our society and to our liberty and our freedom.
That's why Tuco Quay is a fallacy in the first place. Two wrongs don't make a right. To the contrary, in fact, there's something...
My mom used to say that all the time. That's where I got it from, chat. That's where I got it from. I got it from my mama. Yep. I used to hear that from her all the time whenever I'd be like, well, my brother did this. Well, two wrongs don't make a right. I'm like, what does that mean, Mom? It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't make any sense. I never understood that term as a kid until I got older and grew a conscience. It took me into my 20s to care about the well-being of other human beings, I never wanted to hurt anybody either. I didn't care about them at all. And so the whole two wrongs don't make a right. I was like, I don't understand the math. Two wrongs, a wrong plus a wrong. I don't know. My mom's a very metaphorical person. I think I'm a very logical person sometimes. So I didn't know what she was saying at first. But years later, I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, honestly, it sounds very simple. I mean, it is very simple to a degree, but it's also a great, easy way to remember having integrity. It's the two wrongs don't make a right, in my opinion, where I'm at now, embodies the concept of not giving into the eye for an eye mentality, which is funny if you had the information that I had. Put that aside. I know that MAGA just lacks integrity, and stuff like this that we're talking about now help us to understand it, rationalize that with rationality rules. Man, well played, sir. It is so important to weaponize ourselves with more information about how they are doing what they're doing. Now, what I'm saying isn't that next time you see this, you just go out and go, oh, that's a Quay. You can't. No, you just need to be aware of it. Let's get back to the video here.
Should have been done 2 years ago is an argument for doing it now, not against it. And that's before we even get to the conditions that have changed. The environment is more developed now. The survivors have been more vocal. The political conditions are different. Don't forget, Trump and his cabinet ran on the very promise of releasing these files. They're the ones who put it in the spotlight. Critically, as we've said before, Congress has passed legislation authorizing the release of the files. Saying you didn't do it then, so shut up about it now, is a way of using past failure to protect present failure. But Connor didn't give him the denial. And just like that, the tables turn.
Well, well, well. How the turntables...
And he's not done.
I believe that the files should have been released years ago. When we started this, we actually thought Trump would support us. Think about it. The coalition I built with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert and Nancy Mace and Thomas Massie. And Marjorie said, Donald Trump, you could be a hero. You could be the president who releases these files and meets with the survivors.
Connor is now doing something genuinely dangerous to Christian's meticulously planned project. Instead of trying to defend Democrats or muddy the water, he reaches over and picks up Trump's own brand, the entire drain the swamp, expose the shadowy elite, Pizzagate-coded promise that animated MAGA from day one, and holds it up as a mirror.
Drain the swamp, and that's what we're doing.
His coalition is the giveaway. It's a far cry from a Democratic operation. It's Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, Nancy Mace, Thomas Massie. These are not names you cite to source partisan points. These are the people you cite when you want Trump's own base on the prosecution. This is what Connor is saying. The people who built their political identity around exposing elite corruption begged your guy to be the one to do it. And he wouldn't. He's redirecting the standard rather than defending his own record. Trump set the bar. Trump's own allies came to him with the bar. And Trump walked away from it.
Donald Trump, you could be a hero. You could be the president who releases these files and meets with the survivors. I was surprised and disappointed that President Trump fought it. I was surprised and
let me just stop you there.
The second Connor starts naming what Trump actually did, Christian cuts him off because Connor is about to plant a flag that cannot be pulled back out. Trump actively fought the release of these files. The president, who promised to drain the swamp, turned out to be the monster.
I didn't know about the swamp creatures being as bad as they are. They're bad.
Quick question of the rhetorical variety. That's you, right?
It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net.
What's this clip you got, Tech? What's this clip you got? I'm scared. My brain works, and I don't really do it with this intention in mind, but this is what happens when you just ask. Ooh, you read my mind. You read my mind, my guy. And you're actually fair. If you're a fair, you read my mind. We're on the same wavelength. And you have integrity. Thank you. This is what's going to happen. Is you're going to be like, yeah, I thought that was wrong too. Even if my friend did this thing, I thought my friend was wrong. Yeah, I was going to go back and make a clip of that later. Oh my God, thank you.
If you want to know what Fought It actually looked like, here's the context. There was a discharge petition working its way through Congress, basically a way to force a stalled bill to the floor for a vote. Marjorie Taylor Greene had signed it, and this is what she got in return.
And he was yelling at me because I wouldn't take my name off of the discharge petition. And I told the president, you know, there's no way I'll take my name off of here. These are women that were at 14 and 16 years old, and we have to release Epstein files. It's the right thing to do. It's what we promised. And he was so angry at me, and he told me that his friends would get hurt. He said people that I supposedly know.
As is clear by now, Christian is a sharp operator, and he recognizes the danger off the terrain immediately. He came in with a clear script in mind, and that script does not survive a conversation about what Trump has been doing for the last several months. So he stops the train, he pulls the emergency brakes, he tries to drag the conversation back to the one piece of ground he thought he could hold.
Let me just stop you there.
The problem is, you can interrupt a sentence. You can't unintroduce the frame. Connor has already named the standard, named the coalition, and named Trump's refusal, which, at this point, is beyond a reasonable doubt.
He's covering it up.
So Christian changes the subject, but every viewer just heard the thing that he's trying to talk over.
I was surprised and
let me just stop you there.
Yeah,
Who released the Epstein files? Was it Joe Biden or was it President Trump?
Well, he did it because Bessie and I forced his hand.
Christian recycles the question. The original comment was...
He really has the wrong guy. Like, he's really got the wrong guy. Like, I don't know much about, I mean, I know of Ro Khanna. I hear his name a lot, but I wouldn't claim to know or like the guy. I've not seen him have an actual conversation or debate before, which is like a different way to watch somebody versus just watching them talk on CNN or something. And the guy, I don't know if he's from the East Coast or what, because he has a kind of an East Coast, like his facial reactions seem very genuine. And he seems genuinely confused by some of the questions, to the point where it's like, do you not know that I'm that guy? Or like, he's not saying that. Like, he seems very humble. And so he's like willing to educate and inform him on what he did. But he seems a little bit flabbergasted that he has to even be the guy to explain what he did. Like, but he doesn't seem to be bothered at all, which is he seems too nice to be an East Coaster. Cause like, he's recognizing the stuff, but he's being very accommodating. So I don't. He seems very Americanized. Like, if he's an immigrant, that like, I think he's an American-born citizen, right? Let me look it up real fast. Let me not. I don't have to speculate any of this crap. I can find it in like 2 seconds. Shut up. Golly, Ro Khanna. Hey, I spelled it right. Oh no, I spelled it wrong. Rohit. Oh, okay. I was like, why? What is Ro? Yeah, American politician. Oh, what state was he born in? I'm curious to know where he's from. Pennsylvania. Okay, so he is an East Coaster. I know my peoples. But why? I don't know much about Pennsylvania in terms of like, because he's from Philly. Philly is not like, I don't know. I mean, they're not bad. But also, it could be his like, I think he's first generation. Indian. Is he Indian? Because like my grandmother is Indian. Yeah, he's Indian. Oh, also his mom was a teacher. A lot of his mannerisms are starting to make sense. I maybe this is weird. Y'all let me know. But I create like mental dossiers in my head. Like, I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just like my brain remembers the mannerisms of people and puts together how they work, like math almost. Right. And it's like, I don't know that I'm doing it until either somebody else typically will ask me a question about them. Like, if it's somebody totally irrelevant for my life, like I'm watching Ro Khanna, I'm fascinated by the other guy as well. I'm paying attention to his mannerisms, and then the guest as well. Like, I clock these things. It goes into my brain like, oh, I'm not thinking about what color his skin is. My eyes just see the skin color, right? I'm not thinking about the color of the clothes and everything. It sees those things. My brain doesn't really remember that kind of stuff. It remembers facial expressions and general ideas about what people say and things of that nature. And so that allows me to just put together why, like, how I knew that guy was from the East Coast was because of a combination of facial features, including things that I didn't understand, but recognized in terms of like, I'm heavily generalizing, and then like both generalizing and focusing based off of just facial expressions and tone, because he sounds so Americanized that like I didn't really think too much about his Indian culture until after I figured out where he was from in America. And then it's like, okay, like he's no nonsense, but he's very respectful. He's kind of humble. And it's like, how do I know that he's humble? It's because he could have in multiple opportunities gone about things in a way that would have been a lot more confident or a lot more. There's ways that he could have gone about it that he chose to avoid that would have made it more productive in some sense while risking ego. Being like, oh, well, you might not know this, but I was that guy that tried to get this to happen back then. Like, he's not coming off like you should know this because you're talking to me, you idiot. Like, that's how a person from like New York would be almost. Like, they would say it more professionally on camera, but like it would be hard to not make a comment directly about how the hell do you not know this, right? That's just how New Yorkers work. I'm generalizing, but I've been around these cultures enough to know like this is how a culture works. It's not a culture. You're not stereotyping because you think you think ill of a culture. You're stereotyping because that culture has habits, social habits, sometimes religious or cultural habits. Did I say that already? Anyway, I digress. I'm just saying I'm good at reading people. That's all I'm saying. No big deal. No big deal.
Why didn't you act under Biden? And Connor has already given him a full concession on this. Now he's asking it again, hoping a different framing produces a different result. And the reason for the recycling is simple. The first question stopped working the moment Connor conceded it.
Well, he did it because Bessie and I forced his hand.
That is the laugh of someone who has been inside the room where the fight actually happened, without any defensive edge. Connor's being asked to credit Trump for the release, not just to confirm that it happened during his presidency, which is completely...
Let's just, okay, this is missing the point. And even this guy, like, he couldn't contain himself. So it's not just me that finds this funny. Like, look at Ro Connor's expression, and you don't have to assume whether or not it's an act or not. Like, I think it's important to just be aware of them, and then you can assume acting whether or not you want to.
Changes the subject, but every viewer just heard the thing that he's trying to talk over.
I was surprised.
Great, let me just stop you there.
Yeah,
Who released the Epstein files? Was it Joe Biden or was it President?
Look, this right here is like, did he just ask me that? Did he just ask me who released it? Like, he looks almost scared because of how surprised he is right now. Like, the eyes and the eyebrows are really wide. He doesn't have any creases in his face whatsoever. It's almost childlike how surprised he is. And then let's see what it turns into.
Well,
he has a brief second where he tries not to laugh, right? Like, he's like, huh?
well, he did it.
He's trying not to laugh while getting through this.
Because Bessie and I forced his hand.
Christian.
He's like, are you really asking me this? I don't know this story well enough to know, but I like, when you watch movies and acting and things like that, actors know how to do this, and it's like, look at that side smile. He's not smiling on purpose, I don't think. I think he's trying to force his smile to go away because he doesn't want to be mean. I don't know enough about like why he's side talking like, but that's kind of, again, like kind of an East Coaster thing where you're talking to the side like that. It's not just East Coast, but that's just like, I know only East Coasters that really do that without having some sort of physical issue, like Sylvester Stallone or that other actor I can't think of that actually played his son in a Rocky movie because he had the same like illness or disease.
Cycles the question. The original challenge was, why didn't you act under Biden? And Connor has already given him a full concession on this. Now he's asking it again, hoping a different framing produces a different result. And the reason for the recycling is simple. The first question stopped working the moment Connor conceded it.
Well, he did it because Bessie and I forced his hand.
That is the laugh of someone who has been inside the room where the fight actually happened, without any defensive edge. Connor's being asked to credit Trump for the release, not just to confirm that it happened during his presidency, which is a completely different thing. And he knows, because he was there, that Trump didn't release these files out of any commitment to transparency. He was dragged across the line. Connor and Massey forced the vote.
Why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled? Why do you think that is?
Why they would be so interested? He's dead for a long time.
I don't understand this. He platformed on this. This is such a cop-out. Hold on a second here. Let's talk. All right, look. MAGA. Your boy's over here acting crazy. Donald Trump. There are so many things he could have said other than he doesn't understand why MAGA is interested in making sure that people who do terrible things to children get put behind bars, right? This guy has no understanding of why any human being, right? This is one of the, I think, the redeeming qualities of some of the people in MAGA is that you actually care about what happens to the people in the Epstein files. You know, I respect to the ones that do still care about that, and the ones that don't, maybe you should look in the mirror for many different reasons, none of which I'll assume. But your boy Trump is flabbergasted as to why anybody would care about the punishment of horrible people. Come on. I shouldn't have to explain this to anybody. This shouldn't be hard to understand that this is an irredeemable quality in a person. I don't get y'all. I don't get y'all. Y'all are stupid. Stupid, stupid. You know why you so stupid, boy? Waterboy. Great movie. Watch it. I'm very happy with that stutter. Obsession is in theaters? Obsession. Oh, have fun. Have fun. Thank you for the clip.
He was never a big factor in terms of life.
And he was yelling at me because I wouldn't take my name off of the discharge petition.
The framing that Christian's question implies, that Trump deserves credit for the release, collapses on contact with the person who did the forcing.
Well, he did it because Bessie and I forced his hand with the...
So why didn't you force Joe Biden's hand?
Back to square one. Once again, the same question Kana already answered, already conceded, already accepted responsibility for, recycled as if none of that happened. This is the tell. Christian's leverage in this exchange depends on the concession never being enough, because the moment Kana's yes, you're right, the file should have been released long ago, is treated as a real answer, the conversation has to move forward. And forward is exactly where Christian doesn't want to go. Forward is where Trump lives. Forward is where the current obstruction is still happening.
Well, he did it because Bessie and I forced his hand with the...
So why didn't you force Joe Biden's hand?
Well, we should have. I'm not...
Why didn't you?
Well, because at that point, there was a process, but we should have. I got to know the survivors in 2025. I got to know them personally. Had I gotten to know them earlier, I would have, and I wish someone had.
Kana adds a little texture here. There was a process, he came to know the survivors personally in 2025, and things might have moved differently if he had known them sooner. But he doesn't dilute the concession. He's still holding the "we should have" line. And he said it twice now, without hedging.
Accountability.
A failure is a failure.
But we should have.
What Kana isn't doing is naming the maneuver. He could, at this point, simply stop and say, Christian, you've asked me the question. I've answered it. What's your actual point? He's taking each question at face value, which means he keeps answering instead of pointing at what's happening. That's not a fatal mistake, but it does mean that Christian gets to keep running the loop a little longer.
I would have, and I wish someone had.
Did Merrick Garland protect the Epstein class?
Now the blame gets relocated. If Kana won't be the villain of the story, maybe Garland will. The strategy is the same. Keep the conversation pointed backwards. Keep it pointed at Democrats. Keep it away from Trump, who's currently sitting on 3 million files. Again, here's the move that Kana could make. Just grant it. Let's assume that you're right about Garland. So what? What's the principle that you're defending? That a partial release closes the case? That what's already been released exempts Trump from accountability for what's still being held? He could force Christian to actually articulate the claim, the one his line of questioning is quietly resting on. That claim, cleanly spoken, is indefensible. He'd have to say that half a job is enough, even after the evidence has multiplied, even after the law has been passed, even after the survivors are publicly demanding the rest of the files.
Did Merrick Garland protect the Epstein class?
He didn't protect. Here's what the problem was. It needed a law of Congress. The Justice Department couldn't release things because of their policy until Congress passed a law. Congress had to say you can override the privacy considerations and you can release it. So, yeah, should we have tried to pass this law in the Biden administration or first Trump administration? Yes. But let me ask you this. Now that we've passed the law, why don't you think they should just release the rest of the 3 million files? And Trump, fine, he can take credit for it and try to get justice for the survivors. Why aren't they doing that? I guess that's my question.
He accepts that they should have acted sooner under both Biden's and Trump's first administrations, and then turns the entire thing around. Let's walk through it. First, he gives the substantive answer that's been sitting underneath this exchange. The DOJ couldn't unilaterally release these files.
Congress had to say you can override the privacy considerations and you can release it.
The Epstein Files Transparency Act in November of 2025 is what unlocked that door. So the answer as to why it wasn't done under Biden is a real boring procedural one, and Kana just put it in plain English. Then, and this is the clever move, he tells Trump to go ahead and take the credit.
Trump, fine, he can take credit for it and try to get justice for the survivors.
Because he doesn't care who releases these files. Republican, Democrat, it makes no difference to him. He just wants them out. But
well
the credit
played.
offering is conditional. He can take credit if he earns it. And earning it means...
Well played. This guy is good.
Is doing the rest of the job.
And this YouTuber is also really good.
Releasing the remaining files, going after the people named in them, and, you know, focusing on justice for the victims.
Why aren't they doing that? I guess that's my question.
Which lands Connor exactly where he wants to be, right back at his prompt. By implication, there's an Epstein class and Trump is protecting them. It is a brilliant move. Christian has spent this entire conversation establishing that releasing the files is good, that Connor should have pursued it earlier, that the failure to release it is the moral failure he's prosecuting, and that he's pressing Connor on it. Christian himself has set the stage. So now Connor asks the only question the show allows: why aren't they releasing the rest? This is a great example of a double bind. You see, a double bind occurs when someone traps another between two irreconcilable choices, making each response carry consequences. If Christian says they should release the rest of the files, then he's standing exactly where Connor started, which collapses his entire line of questioning. But if he says they shouldn't release the rest of the files, then he's left defending the very two-tier system that Connor is criticizing.
Why aren't they doing that? I guess that's my question.
How many files have been released so far?
Christian knows that he can't give a straight answer, so he gives no answer at all. Instead, he deflects by asking a question off his own. It's a stall. Connor has just asked him whether the remaining files should be released, and instead of saying yes or no, Christian is shopping for inventory.
How many files have been released so far?
3 million.
Not
they
all
haven't
of them.
released half of them by their own admission. And some of those files that they haven't released,
get him out of there. Get him out of there.
The rich and powerful.
You got to get him out of there now. He's not winning. That's why I hate this show.
So my question to you is,
format.
Do you think that the rich and powerful people who have been legitimate accusations of or being pedophiles or giving money to Epstein in illegal ways, do you think they should be investigated?
Connor gives him the number, 3 million, and then he does something far more important than answer the question. He names the class. Forget files, forget documents, the rich and powerful men who and these survivors. That is who we're talking about. The protected class, the two-tier justice system.
Some of those files that they haven't released, those are the ones where the survivors are naming the rich and powerful men who them or
He drags the abstraction into the daylight. We are no longer talking about paperwork, we are talking about specific, real, alleged perpetrators that the unreleased half of these files would expose. And then he locks in the principle once more.
You know, I don't, let me just say this. This is where I will close it out. I don't understand how you, MAGA, or any Trump supporter, can understand that it is for sure that Trump is in the Epstein files. And it is for sure that Trump is hindering the investigation of the Epstein files. Those two pieces of information, that should be all that you need to resolve this issue. But instead, we're left here learning about debate tactics, like the Kukokwe, the Tukokwe. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna find this. Editing me is gonna be mad.
From a young Trump voter named, except for a few Trump loyalists, votes include
everything.
You
Trump.
Well, it's.
I guess they call it.
So
instead, we're learning about the Tukokwe fallacy. Tukokwe fallacy, right? And we all we can do is just learn from these people because they're just so crazy at this, you know. And I've done enough thinking about them for the day. I'm going to go hang out with the family. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you're watching this on YouTube, again, please like and subscribe. There's some big things coming up. I can't talk about some of them yet, but hey, we're going to keep pumping the content as normal, typically on the Sunday streams. And putting those videos out, shorts, long forms on the way as well. Just dropped one last Wednesday. Thank you guys so much. We're going to get on out of here. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.